Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of the channel. Thank you to those of you that contribute towards the channel. And I mean liking, sharing, and even commenting. And for those of you that have joined the channel and become members, thank you for your support as we keep moving in the direction of non-bullshittery. Now, I, for one, will always hold myself accountable and try not to be a hypocrite while calling others out. Do not carry the same actions as others. That's what we do here. Now, it hasn't been easy here on YouTube for me. It hasn't been. I got rid of Facebook. I got rid of Twitter. I got rid of Rumble. I'm not even on TikTok. I have narrowed myself down because of holding one accountable. Many people tried to cancel me for speaking out about the Timu Prince. Yes, I was able to give first-hand accounts of what happens in Afghanistan and what happens when certain people visit. Now, it was only yesterday I was in a little pub called The Tavern, which is just on the outskirts of Rendlesham, actually. And I sat there with a guy's son that I know and his mates and these guys, and they were chatting about things and about war. And I was just sitting listening. I'm too old for that shit, but I was sitting listening. And they were saying about that, yeah, Harry, this guy said to me that he used to be an international gymnast, and he took part. This guy, I actually see the videos of him on the rings and the parallel bars and stuff, and he was an international gymnast. I was sitting beside him, and he showed me what he did, and he told me that there was a time where he was competing for England, he did the get ready for the Commonwealths, and Harry and Meghan turned up to wish them all well. And he said it was quite strange, Trevor, because the shutters went down, the security team came forward, they took away our mobile phones and laptops, they took away everything we owned. They didn't want anyone to film anything because they were bringing their own media team with them, and their own media team had the rights to film and no one else did. And I thought a bit strange, yeah. And then he said to me about individuals like Harry in the front line, and I just giggled. And he said, why are you giggling? And I went, well, let's look at the different levels of people here. Let's look at the different levels of people. So I'm in Afghanistan, and we are told in the middle of an orders group that the brigade commander wants to go on a patrol. So the brigade commander, he's just a brigadier, wants to go on one of our patrols. Sergeant Colt, you're going to take him out. Not a drama, sir. Okay, let's look at the route. Okay, this is the route I'm going to take. Is that the route you're going to take? Well, we're going to go this way. Okay, so what we'll do is whenever you have the brigadier out, we'll put up UAV, unmanned aviation, to get live footage of the area so that it's safe. We'll have QRF, Quick Reaction Force, on standby, and we're going to send out a satellite patrol, basically another platoon of men, to go and circle around an area in case something happens when you have the brigadier on the ground. And I went, okay, no dramas, so did it all, and that's it. So that's the brigadier. David Cameron's coming out to visit. David Cameron will be out tomorrow. He's bringing William Hague. All right. You wonder what happens then? The sentry posts get doubled up. So rather than have one man in during the day, they put two men in during the day. QRF, Quick Reaction Force, are sitting kitted up in case something happens. We have Chinooks in the air. We've got Apache gunships in the air. And we have another platoon has arrived. They're going to do a clearance patrol out here. Another platoon's doing a satellite patrol, and we're going on patrol. So we have lots of men on the ground in order to interdict movement of Taliban so that David Cameron and William Hague can be safe. Okay. So let's look at Harry as a frontline soldier. What happens when Harry's on the ground? Well, it's quite simple. You have Apache gunships in the air, you got Chinooks in the air, you have unmanned aviation in the air flying over the area, you have Sangers doubled up, you've got patrols out on the ground, Quick Reaction Force on standby. You have a Blue Force tracker on his vehicle, so the ops room in Camp Bastion can watch the little dot move so we know exactly where he is. Air support for the brigade is put aside in case he needs it. Special Air Service, United Kingdom Special Forces are on the ground patrolling along with him. So this is why I've always had a bit of an issue with someone saying that he was frontline. Because now you can see the amount of people on the ground protecting that one asset. So basically, if you flip that on its back, you now see someone on the ground, you now see the amount of people's lives are put in danger to protect one individual. I hope that's gets through to people. So this is a guy who I would class, truthfully, personally, I would class as a bit like a parasite that adds no value whatsoever, but puts people's lives in danger. And then you flip it, because the government protect him. They've been protecting him, hopefully not any longer. And then you flip it, and I'm going to bring this guy in on a conversation, Tommy Robinson, who's going out of his way, whether you like him or not, has highlighted an important issue. In fact, the issue which he's been trying to get across to our government has been suppressed. He's been locked up. He's had everything. He's been ruined financially. He's been attacked. His family's been attacked. He gets nothing but shit. But look what's happening in Northern Ireland right now with the rioting. So basically you have a government which is suppressing the people by putting individuals in our areas which are dangerous, which are actually a threat to our children and the females. And we have one man that's speaking out about this, and they're locking him up because they don't want it. So we're filling our areas, which used to be safe environments, with people that are dangerous, which haven't really been checked that much. We are seeing that we are having, every so often, we are seeing clips of things going, oh, such and such was a member of ISIS, they must have slipped in. Oh, yeah, they were on the watch list, but they slipped the net. All right, did they? Okay, yeah. Everyone that's carried out attacks on the mainland England has always been someone that was, well, we were watching them, but they went missing. So we have a shitty watch system. Our intelligence services aren't as good as they think they are, because everyone that's done something nasty to our country has managed to slip them. Isn't that weird, isn't it? So here we have Tommy Robinson, in my opinion, has become sort of like a folk hero, because everything he said has come true. And here we have a parasite that everything he says is a lie. So this is my comparison. Patriot versus Parasite. Let me know what you think in the comments anyway. You probably won't agree with me, but that's okay. We can have a disagreement or we can have an agreement. I just thought, I would compare the two of them. One of them I would probably stand beside in combat, and the other one I wouldn't have anywhere near me. I'll let you work out which one that is. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and stay safe.